When a single thread snaps in a highly interconnected network, the degradation rarely remains isolated. The failure forces traffic onto adjacent nodes, which then buckle under the load, triggering a cascade of breaking connections across the entire structure. To process $1.9 trillion in payments annually, Stripe manages a fleet of 2,000 MongoDB shards. This global infrastructure spans over 40 distinct topologies, ranging from cost-optimized configurations to high-availability setups designed for disaster recovery. At this scale, failures are rarely simple. Consider a multi-layered scenario. 2 nodes in a shard go down, while a third surviving node begins blocking an index build due to a misconfigured voting status. Stripe's original V1 automation handled these events using a static, rules-based state machine, a set of plugins, each responsible for one issue, like fix votes or rebuild node, ran in a carefully ordered sequence within a reconciliation loop. In this architecture, dependencies are hard-coded. Scripts are ranked by priority. For instance, the fix votes plugin is prioritized over the rebuild node plugin to ensure the cluster maintains quorum during repairs. This creates a logic trap. The fix votes plugin requires all nodes to be online to execute, but the rebuild node plugin requires a correct voting configuration to start its work. The system hits a circular dependency that only manual intervention can resolve. In a global fleet, the number of potential failure combinations is too high to address with procedural runbooks. Attempting to anticipate and code for every multi-failure edge case is no longer a viable strategy for high-availability systems. The cost of this brittle automation is measurable. In a 6-month window, misconfigured shards paged operators 124 times, and critical maintenance operations like index builds were blocked for an average of 1 hour per incident.
The problem stems from asking a localized, greedy question. What is the most important issue to fix right now? To solve this, we have to reframe the mandate. Instead of prioritizing isolated issues, we must determine which sequence of operations transforms the current degraded state into a healthy state without ever violating the system's safety rules. This shifts the engineering task from writing sequential scripts to solving a dynamic graph search problem. By moving to a pathfinding model, the system discovers valid recovery sequences for complex failure modes it has never specifically encountered before. Pathfinding requires us to stop viewing the shard as a collection of physical servers and start viewing it as a mathematical abstraction. We represent the database shard as a node in a directed graph. Inside that node, we capture specific cluster attributes, voting rights, priority levels, and hidden status. We define this initial node as ground reality, representing the degraded configuration in production. Across the graph, we define a target node, the source of truth. This is the healthy, desired configuration for that specific shard layout. The edges radiating from our ground reality node represent atomic operations. These are specific steps the system can take, such as add vote or rebuild node. Moving along an edge applies that operation, transforming metadata and resulting in a new simulated state. This abstraction layer allows the recovery algorithm to function regardless of the underlying physical hardware, creating a unified model where pure logic can determine the best path to health. To find the shortest possible sequence of operations to reach the source of truth, the system uses breadth-first search. As the algorithm expands outward from the ground reality, it generates a branching tree of potential recovery paths, calculating hundreds of intermediate state nodes level by level. Every node in this tree must be checked against safety invariants, rules the system can never break, such as maintaining an odd number of voting nodes to avoid write quorum risks. The algorithm prunes the tree in real time. Any branch representing an unsafe intermediate state is instantly discarded, ensuring the recovery never places the live database in a vulnerable position. Because breadth-first search traverses one level at a time, the first valid path it finds that reaches the source of truth is guaranteed to be the sequence with the fewest operations.
This approach naturally resolves the V1 circular dependency. By exploring all valid orderings, the algorithm discovers that fixing the priority issue first maintains safety while unlocking the ability to rebuild the downed node. The search algorithm ensures the database reaches health as quickly as possible, without the system ever entering an unsafe or partition state. Implementation requires a durable execution framework called temporal. This ensures that a multi-hour node rebuild can resume exactly where it left off, even if a system crashes mid-execution. But durable execution creates a performance bottleneck. Running hundreds of hypothetical BFS paths using real network calls would take minutes of I/O, locking the system while it searches for a plan. To fix this, we use a split architecture. On the left are the real, slow-moving API calls. On the right, a common context interface allows the same business logic to run against a lightning-fast in-memory state provider. This abstraction layer allows the remediation logic to simulate thousands of state transitions without touching live infrastructure. Operations taking minutes of network I/O are compressed into milliseconds of CPU computation, enabling exhaustive real-time path exploration. This architecture ensures high fidelity. Because the simulation uses the exact same remediation logic, the resulting plan is guaranteed to be valid during production execution. By decoupling planning logic from the network, the system explores every possible recovery path without risk of diverging from the actual production environment. Breadth-first search finds the shortest path to a goal, but it fails entirely if a perfect, healthy state is physically unreachable. If a shard has an extra dead node that the automation cannot delete, BFS will return a null path, leaving the database in a degraded state even if other high-priority fixes are available. To address this, the system replaces BFS with a weighted Dijkstra search. With the perfect goal state unreachable, the algorithm begins calculating paths based on the numerical cost of each edge. The edge weight is determined by a formula: the structural risk of the resulting state multiplied by the estimated wall clock duration of the operation. The misconfiguration state metric quantifies how far a state deviates from health. Missing votes or downed nodes receive higher risk scores. The estimated time operation metric ensures the system understands the difference between a 3-second configuration change and a 1-hour node rebuild. Dijkstra traces a path minimizing time in high-risk states. It executes the rapid, high-value configuration fixes first, achieving the safest possible partial recovery even when full health is physically impossible. This approach prioritizes immediate risk reduction over perfect recovery, ensuring the shard is stabilized as quickly as possible. Transitioning to this algorithmic model across 2,000 shards changed the operational baseline for Stripe's database infrastructure. The results of this deployment are measurable. Pager volume decreased by 30%, and the system reclaimed 12 days of fleet health annually that were previously lost to shards sitting in degraded states. Because the Pathfinder is layout independent, Stripe can now onboard new shard configurations without writing new repair logic. The algorithm solves for safety rules that apply across the entire fleet. This search-based architecture ensures that as the database fleet grows, the operational burden does not grow with it. The same underlying Pathfinder manages thousands of shards using the same set of rules. Managing distributed systems at scale requires moving away from the attempt to anticipate every failure scenario. Instead of trying to write procedural runbooks for every edge case, we must simply define the system's strict safety rules and its available atomic operations. When recovery is modeled as a search problem, the system can discover its own path back to health in production, even in scenarios the original designers never specifically coded for. By focusing on rules rather than procedures, we build infrastructure that can autonomously navigate the complexities of real-world failure.